Hi, and welcome to Karmaspiritus. My name is T, and I'm an intuitive reader and healer. I'll be using the Gilded Tarot cards, but not in the traditional way, more using my senses and intuition about the energy I feel. Please receive these messages with truth and love. Now let's get into your reading. This reading's for Taurus. I'm actually on holiday in Barbados. It is fantastic here. Lovely, sunny, bright. And I just don't want to leave. But I'm sure I will have to at some point. But I just had to get these sort of readings done. I've got very basic equipment with me, but I just definitely needed to get these done for the end of May, just for you. So, as I shuffle these cards, Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love with messages for the last week of May for Taurus. Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love with messages for the last week of May 2019 for Taurus. Spirit, please guide me in truth and in love with messages for the last week in May 2019 for Taurus. I know your birthdays have just passed, or coming to the end of. Right, I think that's it. We have the Five of Wands reversed, Six of Swords upright, the Lovers upright, and the Chariot reversed. I feel that there has been an element of arguments, situations within a relationship, ongoing for some time, even though I say that this reading is for the end of May. As I've said in my other videos, I feel that there is ongoing messages for each sign within these readings. There's an element in you, lovely Taurians, that can come across quite aggressively. I think you're misunderstood in some ways, because the Taurians, they're very passionate people, very sexualized people, but also very loving and family orientated and when also they can be quite stubborn and intolerant. So they get misunderstood, I think. Sometimes they just want perfection and they want the best outcome in their relationships, but they use a little bit of bully tactics, to be honest. I love you, bulls. To get their own way. So that obviously can cause conflict, but as we wisen up, get maturer, or go through so much intolerable times that we just don't want to have that negative interaction anymore. And we actually surrender. We just say no more. I can't be bothered. I don't want to keep going through this time and time again. I just give up. I'm not saying anything. So you've been coming away from that, sort of sailing away from all the negativity that's been going on. because you've realised that you cannot control people. You can't control some of the outcomes. Some of the outcomes are not left up to you because there's two people in this. There's divine intervention, and it's just sometimes the way things need to be for now. Sometimes there's lessons that need to be learned from both partners. What you need to do is probably bring some more passion back into your life, more love and energy. I feel that, some of that love along the way has been lost. So bring that passion back into your relationship. Remember where you're coming from, what brought you guys together and what kept you going for so long. And even if it's a new relationship, what did you see in that person when you first got together with them? Before the conflict came in. Try not to give up. Try not to be too dismissive about the situation because you're not getting your own way. Taurus, you won't always get your own way. Just breathe it out. Go take a walk, a cold shower, whatever you need to do. Meditation, calm, reflect. Don't get angry when things don't go your way. That's life. It's part of life. And you know what? Sometimes that's not the way nature planned it. It's not supposed to be the way you think it is in your head. That's not ordained for you. Sometimes there's lessons to be learned within our hardship, within our issues and problems. It's discernment we need. Don't be dismissive. There needs to be an element of discernment and truth. Be true. Be true to yourself in the situation. Be honest about your feelings. Lay yourself bare. Be vulnerable in the situation. Sometimes that's all someone needs to know, is that you will put yourself out on that limb and show them your true heart. Show them that you love them dearly, passionately, deeply. Go forward with that. Love conquers all. Love is the most powerful energy in this universe. And we forget that's what brought us together. That's what's kept you going. Because in your heart, you love that person. So I know Taurus find it really uncomfortable to wear their heart on their sleeve. And their bark is worse than their bite. Actually, the bite's pretty bad. Can be. But, you're very caring, loving, family-orientated people. So don't forget that. Remember, your partner is part of your family too. Especially if you're married or going to get married. Do those things that are right. Do those things that mean something. Show your partner that you adore them. Don't push forward recklessly with your ideals and your premeditated ideas of how things should be. Because that can be quite reckless and quite callous and careless. And it's only going to end in disaster if you do that. Stay away from temptation. Temptation from others. Temptation to argue. To have that negative, contentious energy around you. Just steer away from that. Love will conquer all, but you've got to show that love in order for that person to receive. You don't have to be right. You just have to be Mr. or Mrs. Right. Okay, Aries, I think this is your message, not only for the week, but I think ongoing. Please pay attention to the love element of who you are. And I know, as I said, it's difficult for you to wear your heart on your sleeve, but sometimes you need to show people exactly what you're made of. And I know when it comes down to it, you're very, very loving sign. You're like a rock. You're very supportive and you've got people's backs. So show them in a loving way. Okay, Taurus? Please like, share and subscribe. Visit my channel whenever you like. I love reading for you guys. So until the next time, be true. TTBT. To thyself be true. Ciao for now.